Can we please be on our feet as we commence this program with those anthems?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Iṣẹ́ wa lẹ́wà fún ilẹ̀-èdè wa. Kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ òdàdìdé bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Making room to pursue excellence for research that will get to all to achieve the best in our sciences. Build a nation, change the world. Touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, Unimed, giving all for a better tomorrow. Unimed, Unimed, that's our help for a greater nation. Pathway to a healthy nation, protecting medical innovation and the benchmark in health education. Step by step in one accord. Touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, Unimed, giving all for a better tomorrow. Unimed, Unimed, that's our help for a greater nation.
Thank you very much. We may be seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome everyone on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Ebun Oluwa Aderonke Adejuyigbe, fellow Nigerian Academy of Medicine. Welcome everybody to this event. This is Entrepreneurship and Innovation Advancement Lecture Series, organized by the Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation of the University of Medical Sciences. For the benefit of the people who are just coming to this institution, the University of Medical Sciences is the first specialized medical and health sciences university in Nigeria, and perhaps the first in West Africa and third in Africa. We are the pride of Ondo State and the envy of other universities in Nigeria. And we are not just the envy of other universities for nothing. Whatever we talk about, we try as much as possible to do it. So it is more or less a talk and do university. I know a lot of people will be wondering, why are we talking about artificial intelligence? What competence do we have to talk about artificial intelligence? Do we really have the capability to lead the discussion in this particular era? And I boldly say, yes. For some of the things we've been doing, we ensure that we've been bringing this into it. A lot of people are afraid that artificial intelligence will take away their jobs, while some people also believe that it has a lot of benefits. For this university, we believe it has a lot of benefits and will change a whole lot of things. Recently, we use AI assistants to broadcast news in this university. I'm creating the context so that all of us will know why we take this one to be very critical at this particular point in time. And I will encourage my media people to showcase briefly so that we understand the context, that we are not just talking, we've been doing it, now we are taking it a top-notch higher so that it can cover the healthcare system. It's not just for, this is one edition of one of our newsletters. Please, I want us to get the context.
Welcome, I am Alex, your AI News presenter for UNIMED Weekly, powered by the Directorate of Public Relations and Corporate Affairs at the University of Medical Sciences in City. My goal is to keep you informed about groundbreaking research, academic achievements, and leadership updates at UNIMED. Expect insightful reports, expert opinions, and institutional highlights, all delivered with clarity and excellence. Together, let's push the boundaries of healthcare and education.
This was when we first introduced it to let people know, and we've since been adopting it every week to broadcast so many of our
I am
news.
Alex, your AI News presenter for UNIMED Weekly.
So, given that context, you understand that in this age and time, we cannot afford to lag behind. A lot of things are happening. AI is just mimicking human intelligence to do a whole lot of things for us, faster, better, and in a way that we can all relate with. Whether you are a student, whether you are a member of staff, I can assure you that your coming here today is going to bring great blessing to you because of even the speaker that has come, experienced, but I won't say more than that. I welcome you once again to a forum where you need to fasten your belt because something is about to happen to you using artificial intelligence. Once again, welcome to the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo. Quickly, I want to recognize some people here this morning, and I'll be bringing them to this side of the divide quickly. The Vice Chancellor unavoidably absent. She needs to attend to a lot of things in Abuja, so she couldn't make it to this event. But there are able hands on ground who are here. The special guest of honor for this particular event is the immediate past acting Vice Chancellor of the university, a man who understands his job and who knows his onions and who can connect knowledge to development in the society. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together as I bring to this side of the divide Professor Adolphus Odogun Loto. Sir, you are the special guest of honor. Let's appreciate him. That's part of the humility we are talking about. He wants to operate from the rear today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also bring to this side of the divide the acting registrar of the university, Mrs. Atunwa. Please a round of applause for her. We also have here the coordinator for the university library, Dr. Bokwola. And now the faculty where the center is domiciled. I want to bring the dean of the faculty also to this side. Somebody you cannot mistake for another person, even amidst crowd, in complexion, in the way he carries himself, and the rest. I wish you knew him when he had afro. That afro was the bomb. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Professor Leroy Edozian, the Dean Faculty of Health, Law, and Humanities. Also, the Director of Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation. Another person, if he had decided to keep beards, I'm sure the beards and the hair will have matched. When you see gray hair, it's a sign of wisdom and sign of intellectualism, okay? You find it only in people who are cerebral. Please, a round of applause for Professor Wahab Owolawi, the Director, Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation of the university. Also coming to this side is the man that we've all come to listen to. And for almost 20 minutes, he was busy with his presentation, arranging things, ensuring that things are in order. Because if he had employed probably AI assistant to do that today, you know, it would be seamless. So he wanted his things to be top-notch and seamless. Even the way he dresses. Sincerely, when I first came here, I look at the man and I said, wow, okay? You see, immaculate. I first thought maybe an archbishop has come, but today is an archbishop of artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our guest speaker for this event, Dr. Kehinde ADENEGAN. I've also been given some names here. Please permit me in no particular order. I will try as much as possible to recognize all our special guests with the permission of the Dean of the Faculty. I want to quickly recognize our guests. Some people came with the guest speaker all the way from Adeyemi Federal University of Education, and I have Robert Akinkugbe, Esquire, Director Legal Services at the Federal University of Education. Please a round of applause for him. We have Dr. Michael Jato, is the head at the Federal University of Education Public Library and the acting librarian. Engineer Olawoye Stephen, Deputy Director, Physical Planning, Works and Services of the same ADEME. You are welcome to the University of Medical Sciences. We have also from Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation of the University, Dr. Rachel Ololade. We recognize you. I recognize Dr. Ihenacho, the head of bioethics, humanities and bioethics. Please a round of applause for Dr. Ihenacho. Dr. Ihenacho has a big role to play today at this event, and I love his French suit. Prim, nice. A round of applause for him one more time. I recognize Dr. Oyenei Hemenai, also in our midst, sitting majestically. Now, please a round of applause for him. I recognize the Director of ICT, University of Medical Sciences, Dr. Ebenezer Olajuigbe. Also in our midst is Dr. Kate Igbafe. Please a round of applause for. And I want to use the chairman, local organizing committee of this event, Dr. Asenga, as a point of contact to all the members of staff who are present here. Please a round of applause for him. And our very important personalities that are seated quietly and cooperating with us, all the students in the house. We give it to you, we recognize you. Please a round of applause for yourselves. Thank you. My name is Isaac Olui. I am the university PRO, and I'm your anchor for this event today. I thought you also clap for me. Thank you. Without any further ado, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to respectfully call on the Director, Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation of the University of Medical Sciences, Professor Wahab Owolawi, to give his welcome address.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Ebunoluwa Adejuigbe, unavoidably absent. She's on a call of duty to Abuja, as it has been expressed by the PRO. The Acting Registrar, our special guest of honor, Professor Adolphus Odogunloto, Dean, Faculty of Health, Law and Humanities, the University Library Coordinator, Dr. Pukuola, Deans and Directors, HODs, Guest Lecturer, Dr. ADENEGAN, students, ladies and gentlemen. I count it as a honor for me and my indefatigable team members to once again beckon on you to come and drink from the fountain of another erudite scholar after our very successful outcome during the December Innovation Day event. The lecture, which was delivered by Dr. Femi Kuti, the CEO of Reliance HMO in Lagos. The fact that we live in a tumultuous world is incontrovertible. It is also a truism that we seek for solutions from time to time. One of the solutions we have evolved into over time is artificial intelligence. We all have come to witness the phenomenal accomplishments going on in the world using AI. In spite of this, we are yet to fully unravel the full potential of AI. We know the starting point, but we do not know yet the end point. We are still searching, and we are still evolving. But as a citadel of learning, of which UNIMED is, with great eggheads and always probing into the why and how of things, according to a philosopher, cogito sum ergo, I think, therefore I am. So in the university, the reason why we are called eggheads is because of the fact that we probe issues, we think deeply, we reflect, and come up with solutions. We find it very compelling, therefore, to invite a man who has garnered such a degree of depth to come and share his knowledge on AI, especially in the healthcare system. Finally, AI can give us intelligence, but we are here today to have a glimpse of how the intelligence can be translated to wisdom. There's a difference between intelligence and wisdom. But what we are striving for is to gain wisdom. And when you gain wisdom, it is beneficial to all and sundry. It is peaceful to all and sundry. Fears has been expressed about AI, but I'm sure that those fears will be allayed by the end of the lecture today. So we are here to make sure that the intelligence can be translated to wisdom for the good of humanity through the portal of healthcare system. Permit me, therefore, to welcome you all. Thank you very much.
It was a please a round of applause for Professor Olawe. It was as if I saw his welcome address when I described him as somebody personifying wisdom. And look at the thing we heard. We are translating knowledge, intelligence to wisdom that can benefit humanity. Thank you very much, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, even though the special guest of honor decided to sit with us because he's a man of the people, and he said, let me stay with my people instead of coming to this high table. He's still going to talk to us. We need to understand certain things from him. We want to tap also from his own wealth of experience. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for Professor Adolphus Odogun Loto as he speaks to us in the next 2-3 minutes.
I'm not an AIMM. I welcome all of you. I don't want to waste your time. The people on the top table, I won't say high table, it's on the top table. I welcome all of you. Our students, other dignitaries, I welcome you. I didn't prepare for anything. I don't know what to say. Can you help me, please? Okay. AI, artificial intelligence. The only challenge that I want to give to every one of us today is human mind creates AI. AI is being used to do so many things for us. But the question is, can AI replace human mind? Because I know AI, as we know it for now, is a creation of human mind. Can AI replace human mind? And what other subjects that AI cannot replace? I know it will assist. So I just want us to look at it that human mind will remain the focus of everything in human history, because it is human minds that will manipulate matter. We call it mind over matter. So because of whatever we're going to use to generate what we call AI now, they are from matter, and human mind is the one that manipulates matter to be able to get whatever we call artificial intelligence. So I want us to go home and look at how is it possible for AI to replace human minds, because AI is a product of human mind. Thank you.
A round of applause for Prof. You know, when he started and he said he didn't know what to tell us, I said, I know out of his belly a lot of knowledge is there, and I have spoken. Incidentally, when I see people with PhD, I'm always interested in the philosophy components of that PhD. Once that philosophy is not there, forget the rest. Okay? And he just spoke now like a philosopher. Prof was talking about mind over matter, mind over body. And so you took me back to my dance drama class in my undergraduate days. That was where we did something on mind over matter. And now we now know that it is where artificial intelligence is coming from. A round of applause for him one more time. Now we move straight to the special address by the host, the Dean, Faculty of Health Law and Humanities, Professor Leroy Edozen. Please a round of applause for him as he gives his special address. Are you intimidated? I thought you would do better than that. Prof is fine, as you can see.
Vice Chancellor in absentia, principal officers of the university, HODs and deans, directors, ladies and gentlemen, we started this event with the national anthem. And there's a part of the national anthem that says, help us to build a nation. Help us to build a nation. And talking about building a nation, when I was a schoolboy, and they asked us, who are the builders of modern Nigeria? We would say, Tafawa Balewa, Obafemi Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe. One generation after, when students were asked the same question, they said Julius Berger, Kappa and Alberto, and which other builder? That was their concept of building a nation. I would venture to say that perhaps if we threw that same question to school children nowadays, who are the builders of modern Nigeria? They'll probably say TikTok, ChatGPT, and AI. And indeed, I see AI as the way to building that nation that we want to build. As someone who has traveled to practically every continent in the world, it often bothers me that we have such a huge gap to cover to catch up with other countries in the world. when I see what they are doing across all spheres, I feel sad. Why? Because what we need is a quantum leap. We want to jump 10 steps, 20 steps, 50 steps even. But what are we doing? We are just crawling. We are just crawling. Sometimes some people will even say we are just standing still. If you want to be critical, you will even say we are going backwards. Because Nigeria today, many people would argue, is worse than it was in many spheres of life than it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. So that quantum leap, we have an opportunity to achieve it through AI. When you look at what our youth are achieving with technology, how it comes to them so easily, how they do things with it, how they are creative with it, you begin to imagine if AI should capture the attention of our youth, if AI should be prioritized by our government, how fast we can go with it, how we can even rule the world with it. And so I look forward to today's lecture with excitement. And it was with that excitement I came into the lecture hall. And my appetite was immediately whetted. That excitement took its own quantum leap when I saw the guest speaker. And I said, wow, this is an embodiment of AI. Because AI is smart. AI is fresh. And when we look at our guest speaker, we say, yes. So I welcome you, Dr. ADENEGAN, to the university. I look forward to your lecture. And thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Thank you, everybody.
Please, a round of applause for Prof. In a way, what Prof has just done looks more like setting the tone for what is to come. He has told us that there is no way we can stand still within and then stand out without. And for us, if we must stand out, particularly the youth, it is time for us to embrace AI so that we can make quantum leaps. We don't want to crawl again. And for us not to crawl again, the man is ready. May I please crave the indulgence of Dr. ADENEGAN to stand and come straight to this place while I invite Dr. Enacho, the Vice Dean of the faculty, to read his citation so that we know the man, the contents inside the container that you are looking at. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you very much. You're welcome once again. I want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor in absentia, the Acting Registrar, the Director, SEDI. I will not forget the immediate past Acting Vice Chancellor, well recognized, the Dean who just gave us an address, distinguished guests, members of the academia, including the Adeyemi community, well recognized, the university community, our peculiar students, peculiar underlined. I welcome you all. Permit me the honor of presenting to you a rare academic breed, a quintessential mathematician, a digital trailblazer, a multidisciplinary scholar, and a true son of the soil, Dr. Kehinde Emmanuel ADENEGAN. Incidentally, when I walked into this hall, I saw somebody who was everywhere. Just like AI will always ask you some of these DeepSeek, GPT, anything, I always everywhere. So when I walked in, I saw somebody who was everywhere. In most occasions, the guest lecturer you don't see, whether he's black or white, until called to the high table. But in all sincerity, I doff my hat for his humility. He was really everywhere making things work, just like AI. You're welcome, sir. Dr. Kehinde Emmanuel ADENEGAN is an accomplished academic with exceptional versatility, bearing academic laurels across multiple disciplines. He obtained a first-class honors degree in mathematics education from the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University via the Adeyemi College of Education, Ondo, a feat that set him apart as a scholar destined for greatness. He is also a proud alumnus of the University of Ibadan, where he bagged his postgraduate degrees, including a PhD in mathematics education. ADENEGAN is not just a mathematician, he is a polyglot and a digital native, holding a diploma in computer science, a diploma in French, and certifications in adaptive ACT and many more. He's a senior lecturer in the Department of Mathematics at Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo State, where he served diligently as Director of the Management Information Systems, MIS Directorate, for 4 years. Currently, he is the acting rector of the newly established College of Technology within the same university, where his administrative ingenuity continues to drive innovation and transformation. Dr. ADENEGAN is a multi-talented, multitasking academic marvel whose teaching and administrative careers are seamlessly powered by his deep command of information and communication technology. His innovative teaching methods have seen him facilitate courses for institutions such as the National Open University of Nigeria, combining theoretical mastery with technological delivery. His research spans a dynamic range of interests, from financial mathematics and numerical methods to ethnomathematics, mathematics drama, and early childhood numeracy development. He is the celebrated author of acclaimed book, The Tale of Hexagon City, a pioneering work that fuses mathematics with storytelling and performance. This work was not only printed but also adapted in a 16-episode mathematics film series, a rare feat globally, which was showcased on his popular YouTube channel, Yoruba Mathematics Class. Through this platform, he reimagines mathematics learning in the Yoruba language, advancing cultural preservation and inclusive pedagogy. In further service to humanity and technology education, Dr. ADENEGAN anchors another digital platform called AI and Tech Skills with ADEMAC, where he mentors thousands of individuals through tutorials in artificial intelligence, data science, and digital tools, contributing to Nigeria's digital economy and capacity building in emerging technologies. Dr. ADENEGAN's career is defined by excellence, innovation, and tireless commitment to community development. He is the founder of the Aegis Block, an intellectual space for sharing educational resources and fostering academic discourse. The Vice Chancellor Ma, although in absentia, the delegates and ladies and gentlemen, Dr. ADENEGAN is an academic of profound depth, a digital evangelist, an administrator par excellence, and an educationist whose works will outlive his time. He has successfully blended the rigor of mathematics, the power of language, and the tools of technology to foster inclusive, culturally responsive, and transformative education. Please, with a standing ovation, it is with immense pride that I therefore request you to join all of us here in celebrating a visionary educator, a digital pioneer, and a distinguished scholar of international repute, Dr. Kehinde Emmanuel ADENEGAN. Welcome, sir.
Very, very good, sir. Thanks so very much. May we be seated? I was almost carried away when the introduction, the citation was going on that, I do hope that this citation will not even take the space and that people would look at this young man just standing beside you with all these heavy accolades and what have you. I am sincerely grateful to the management of the university through the faculty dean and the director of CEDI, Center for Entrepreneurship, Development, and Innovation, for finding me worthy to be invited to deliver this public lecture on the role of artificial intelligence in healthcare system. Please, I hope the media team will have this connected to the screen so that people can see. Media team, I hope my system is connected so that they can see, since I can see through my screen and the smart. Please, media, let's ensure that we have people get so delighted to be here once again. Like I've said, I'm from Adeyemi Federal University of Education, and I'm grateful to the management, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Samuel Akinkugbe, and to my team. The other time they were introducing why mentioning Adeyemi Federal University. Sure, during the citation it was mentioned a college of technology was established that 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, because our first set, the ND2, will be graduating by September, October. And I want to thank members of management for those who are online. My acting registrar is here, Barrister Akinkugbe. The librarian is also here, Dr. Jato. The director of works is here, Engineer Steven Olawoye. And those who are watching online. So I want to thank everyone and the management of Adeyemi University for counting me worthy to lead this place. All protocol duly observed, as I've mentioned. I've been a friend of this university, even though I'm a neighbor. And when it started, I used to know that time. For few of us, you can see this pin, the FU, the friend of Unimed, and I was able to get this pin when this started, and we were part of those we took in, making our contributions known. And I want to sincerely appreciate Unimed has gone far beyond this state. What you know about Unimed, not Unimed though, you know we have Unimed and we have Unimed. So when they mention Unimed, you know that med, the one that sounds, Unimed is the one in Maiduguri, but Unimed, the academic excellence in terms of health, we want to appreciate. And I want to appreciate for bringing me here. Thanking you so much that, he's not a medical doctor, but you asked him to come around to speak on AI in healthcare system. And that is one thing that is germane. When you read, it's not because I made a first class in mathematics that made me what I have, but you will be able to dive into, my PhD was in financial mathematics, master's and PhD financial mathematics. But when you look at the way life is going on, whatever, you spread your tentacle. When you are on the field, you begin to look at, if you are a dentist, you begin to think, what else can I apply? It is not just only the straight jacket. I will think, okay, I'm a neurologist, I will not need anything in humanity, I may not need anything in so and so. So you will just see. And in this world where we are, we diversify knowledge and we're able to gain. And that changed my orientation. In 2012, I love telling stories. And in my class, because the stories I would use to aid my teachings, because I used to say, la cram, la pour, la forget. That is this generation. They cram Physics 101. They cram HEM 201. And when they pour during exam, they forget. La cram, la pour, la forget. So when they get to the other level and they ask questions based on 200 level question when they are in 300 level, because they've learned to cram, and they will be asking. But when you tell stories and bring realities into what they are learning, then they will be able to know much about. And that's why if you are not well informed, you will be deformed. Tell somebody by your side, if you are not well informed, you will be deformed. Say to him, if you are not well informed, you will be deformed. And this is the word of AI. Either we like it or not, it has come to stay. And it is with us. My story, when I went for autograph training in UK, and I got to my hotel in London Heathrow, I got there, I was given a pass code. I was given a white card. Of course, I've never used that. I've been to South Africa before in 2011. I've never been exposed to that kind of a thing. But I go to my room, say, see this young man that is here in UK. I got there, no way to open my room. I go through the lift, back down. I did not meet that white woman, receptionist. I met another white man like our prof here, and I said, excuse me, go to my room, the room is locked. Oh, he said, I'm sorry, pam, 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 and he gave me a white card. Oh, I said, I have something like this. He said, oh, that's your key. Bring that, and he disabled that one. He said, once you get there, just swipe the. I've never used that before. The type of hotels I've been to is that once I get there, the receptionist will welcome me and say, okay, they will carry 10 bunches of keys. They will open this one and say, I don't like this television. I get there, I get to another and say, I don't like that toilet until I'm satisfied carrying my luggage. So nobody helped me to carry luggage, and I got to do. I said, okay, I hope I'm not going to be disgraced here. And nobody seen to. So I said, they have asked me to perform mosaic miracle here, so I will swipe you. If you can't open, I will go back through 6 steps, so through the lift. So I go there and I swipe just as the receptionist said. Alas, the door got open. When the door got open, I was amazed. I got in another equation to be solved. No light. I again looked around. I was looking like the socket, the type of places I've been to is that I have to use gang switch number 1, gang switch number 2, gang switch number 3. So there were no gang switches. Tell somebody if you are not well informed, you will be deformed. With my first class in mathematics, I got deformed in UK. So no light. So I managed my way to get through the intercom. Pam, 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 called the receptionist. I said, that young Nigerian is here again. There's no light in my room. Say, oh, sorry. Just inside the cab, you see a white. So I got there, I just saw a white patch. And behold, let there be light. And there was light. I inserted, and everywhere, the TV, the room. Wow, this is amazing. So you cannot grow above the information at the tip of your finger. And that is why I've said, AI has come to stay, and you must grow along the trend emerging technologies. I have a twin brother. Okay. I have a twin brother. Can you see this? Can you see this? Yes. Okay. They look identical, isn't it? The two of them look identical, isn't it? Okay. Actually, that's not our real self. That's our AI. That's the AI of Taiwo is here. This is Kehinde, but that's our AI. So just say, okay, use our image and whatever to produce that. But that's my twin brother. He once went for a checkup in an hospital. And he got there. He was given, after the diagnosis and whatever, he got home. Thank God for his knowledge of artificial intelligence. He just picked up ChatGPT and said, I was given these drugs. Please, what is the usefulness of, after all, he's a professor of counseling psychology, so he has nothing to do with neurology, dentistry, medicine, anatomy, or whatever. But after all, he was given drugs and said, let me just find out. So he just checked, and AI was just telling him, this is it, for somebody vomiting, for somebody with so belly water. I said, but I did not complain about this. How would I be given this type of drug? But meanwhile, he has gone to use the first dosage. So he just called on that hospital and said, please, the drug I was given, this and that. I just find out I did not have complained about all this. Why should I have this type of drug? Oh, is that Professor Taiwo Adenegan? We are so sorry. Please, sir, forgive us. He was given the prescription of the diagnosis of another person mistakenly after the test. Can you just imagine if he is a professor of counseling psychology, so he has nothing related to health, but he just felt, okay, let me check and use AI to find out about this medical stuff. And they apologized. They kept begging, please, we are so sorry. We are so sorry. He came around, and they have to see when the test was conducted, there was just a mismatch or what have you. So, and we do not know how many Nigerians maybe would have died and in the course of this. In my own work, yes, I'm going to talk about the role of AI in healthcare system. But as we can see, AI can be used in different areas. I use AI there was a book which I wrote and which I said, The Tale of Hexagon City. This is a mathematics book which I used to write about things in Nigeria, but I use different AI apps, and with my knowledge of AI, to present this story in a 16 episode, including, in fact, the sequence which I call there was this disease, 2020, outbreak of COVID-19. In my story, I refer to it as sequence. I will give copies of the books to the university library and also present a copy to the director after I'm done. But I use AI to write things on this and develop a 16-episode story. I went to those in drama and said, please, can you help? I have this book. Can you translate this book to a drama? What will be my cost? There, you spend 150 million to do that. I said, well, man, and AI, whatever. With my help and whatever. It took me a year to do the drama. But I did the whole thing, put whoever is president, whoever this and that cast, use different things to speak. And the AI was able to speak. AI explained visually what is artificial intelligence. Prof, during his speech, was mentioning the human tax, those things we can do or we cannot do. The human mind perceived artificial intelligence. We look at it, okay, this work. Now works which when we put together and we will begin to see asking computer to do a sequence of events put together, and once machine has understood the sequence of activities or what we'll do, and now be able to predict, we're able to say, okay, if somebody has complained of headache and the person talked about headache, is complaining of malaria, he has this one and whatever. And when you have couple of incidents brought together, cases, and say, okay, this one tailored towards fever, this one tailored towards fever, this one tailored through diarrhea, this one tailored through this one, then we'll make a prediction and conclude that, okay, with this is so, and so, hence, these drugs or whatever will be used. That AI that has come, not necessarily replacing human, because it is still not possible. On my AI YouTube, I put my wife was pounding yam. Very, she was doing that just like the old days. I said, I'm still looking for AI that is going to pound that yam, just like what my parents will do. So you will see some tax. In any case, in essence, till the world will come to an end, that we will not be able to replace it. In this small video, which I put AI visually explain, they ask story of what AI can do and what it has come to do for mankind. The books I will carry on my head, the heavy load on my head and the burden. This, before we go to the library, we want to read, we want to do all those things before we can find a concept. Maybe Professor Olawi asks us to go and write something. For a week, you'll still be searching that topic. And if Angela is fortunate to pick it up from the library, he will go and hide it in another shelf. And you will see on Professor Olawi's assignment for a month, you will still be searching. But let there be a good internet connectivity. Wow. You will begin to see within the twinkling of an eye, you can see that. And that is what this lady, Amanda, is talking about, that the heavy load, the whatsoever, those things we're able to, that seeing a computer, seeing a machine, copying ahead to assist, to replace, and because of the smartness, he's able to do that faster. If I would think, okay, you have a question, before I will calculate, within twinkling of an eye, because of the algorithm and the data already available, this will be processed and you just get the answers accurately. And we'll say it has been established. We'll say, yes, can AI be right? Can AI be absolutely correct? The answer depends on the prompts or what data are available. And if we cannot do, we'll tell you, I'm sorry, I cannot do this. And that is all about that video. Let's move to the role of AI in the healthcare system. Why we are here. That we have to look at it. AI is revolutionizing medicine and transforming diagnostic treatment and patient care. I had a list of hospitals in Nigeria, in Africa, and other places that have been using AI. I will play a video of the one recently done in Lagos, LUT. I hope the sound system, maybe the sound system will be able to pick that up. And we'll look at the applications, benefits, and challenges, and the future of AI in health care. Current applications of AI in healthcare system, we have AI-powered X-ray and MRI analysis, which sometimes when we go for scan, sometimes in those days they will ask you, come 2 weeks, come 1 month, you'll be waiting for report, you'll be waiting for this. And remember, garbage in, garbage out. It works on data, the algorithm. What you have to work on to say, okay, if it has happened, if in mathematics, there's what we call principle of syllogism. If A implies B and B implies C, it implies A implies C. In other way, if A equals B and B equals C, then it implies A equals C. Or I bring it down. If Professor Olawi is richer than Tinubu and Tinubu is richer than Ayedatiwa, don't say I said so. It implies Professor Olawi is richer than Ayedatiwa. Do you get the logic? And that is what if if Alagbe has complained of leg pain and this has happened and this was what was treated. Another person has complained of similar thing and whatever. Mind you, we have data. Gone are those days that you have the systems. I have this. My mother used to visit FMC I'm from Owo. So you will go and say, on doctor, and I say, my mom, what they do? I say in those days, they will see, they will write, put these things and whatever. I say, but now we have they put data and whatever on their device, get information. Some who may not be writing could write and whatever. But care also must be taken. If patients know that when you come around, if you have virtual health assistants, that's what we call medicine AI. Some of those AI app which you can use. But I will always tell people, and even medicine AI, Genesia AI will tell you after each quote or whatsoever, when you present, if you download medicine AI or Genesia AI will tell you, please kindly see your doctor. So it would, if you complain, okay, I have this, you say, okay, with this what you say you have, we have personalized AI, we have genetic, those personalized AI, like Genesia AI, medicine AI, Nodi AI, and so on and so forth, it will, when you are registering for such, it will request for your name, it will get your data, your age, every necessary thing. Because when you are discussing, to tell you, welcome, Olawi, how is your day? What is your health situation today? What exactly do you want? So it is what, remember I said, the prompt you give. It will now tell you, okay, if you are complaining of a headache, did you sleep very well? It will just be interactive. Did you sleep very well? Oh, I slept for 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours. You're supposed to sleep for 10 hours. I'm not saying you must sleep for 10 hours. So it will just tell you this, and it will now say, okay, with this is what is the issue. But kindly see your doctor. So it will tell you, remark, AI is not replacing human doctors. So that you not take, I have not AI, I have Genesia AI, I have medicine AI, I have Spark AI. So with this, I can do whatever I like. I don't need to see the doctor. And it's note of warning to our young doctors, our students in the house. I want to appeal to us too. When patients, let us not, yes, you may be having a virtual assistant, chatbot. What do you mean by chatbot? You have a robot chatting. chat, but the robot. You have a patient in front of you telling you this while you are listening. Try to learn the codes which you can use such that while you are placing prompt, it will not take your attention such that your patient will know that all what you are telling me, all what you are bringing out that I should do, you are asking AI. If you have coded and put copy and paste, once you copy, just, okay, when a patient has a complaint of this and that, whatever, and that is where you now have your data, that if somebody incessantly has complained of this, you could, quickly make a prescription and say this. And that is why we will need to be better informed, well informed. Before getting to, you have to read, you have to know what you are doing, you have to, because if you are not well informed, like I said, you will be deformed. Because somebody somewhere, somehow, has a better information than what you are. And that is why medicine is just an area that, just like an engineer, that I fear. If they do not do well, it is either the probability is yes or no. Life and death. So if it is not done very well, just like I used the example of my twin brother who got prescription of wrong something from what he got, and he found out that this was not for me. So if you do not do well and whatever, you'll be able to see. So if you are using AI, you would also exercise caution in doing that. Some notable examples of hospitals and healthcare institutions across the globe where AI has been used, including Nigeria and other places. We have LUT that participated in the SPEC AI Nigeria trial, which used AI guided screening. We also have one I will show us on video, which Governor Sanwo-Olu also was there. In other places in Africa, MTBA mobile health platform in Kenya. We have that in Zambia. We have in other places that in South Africa adopted AI-driven predictive analytics to determine pandemic symptoms and optimize medical resource allocation. Yes, just like the PRO mentioned the other time that they use AI in the new system, in this whatever, and that's all over places where it's raining. So Baba JP cannot come to the studio. AI is there to deliver the news and the content and whatever, and you hardly know. I have on several places on my YouTube where I use my own AI. It will speak like me, but until I tell you that this is not me, just like the pictures I showed us the other time, that's not the real me, but the AI of myself and my twin brother. We have Karolinska University Hospital in Sweden, Mayo Clinic, Rochester in USA. We have that in Singapore. All these ones, they have adopted the use of AI. And that the one in Nigeria, I do not have time to show this. This is abroad, where we'll look at the future of AI. Is used for surgery, and we have that, and you just look at it, that this, where in other places, we'll look at the challenges which we have in this part of the world, where we see AI robotic performing surgery. Yes, let's look at this video, where Sanwo-Olu, that was in May this year. So what happened here is that there was a robotic the surgery on prostatectomy, which this year you see that old man, it was robot that performed the operation. The old man, above 70, has prostate cancer, and he's fine. I wanted to come in a robotic dress this morning. I said, no, let people see my face. If you see a robot coming to give you injection, you will run out of the world. But now we have what we call humanoid robots. Humanoid, thank God, Dr. Oladipo is here, Director ICT, that we had worked together so much when I was Director MIS. You know more about humanoid robots. We look like, until you are told that this is a robot, the flesh and everything will look like human being. Such are now being deployed, because if a non-humanoid robot comes to the world and is walking like this, old mama will run out of the world. Will speak the dialect and whatever. But now deploying this, and it's really helping. And we see benefits of AI in healthcare: increased accuracy, improved efficiency, greater accessibility, early detection, and all these things. But what are the prevailing challenges when I do some other things? My wife said, what are you going to turn yourself to in this house? That you have all this. This is called a virtual. I know many of the youth, we know this. This is called virtual reality box. How many people know about this? How many people know about this? Oh, it's not only used in gaming, used for rehabilitation of, especially those who have mental challenges. You can, when they have this and they place where the usage, I have on my YouTube how to use the VR box and what have you. When they have that in hospitals and whatever, I'm not giving this to Unimed though. It's my own property. Yes, sir. So thanks so very much, sir. So they have that for rehabilitating smokers and whatever, and the place you will be in another. My wife said, what are you turning yourself to today? AI, you subscribe for this, you subscribe for this, that, and whatever. I said, but I just have to advance myself technologically and know. When we put such a person in the mind and what have you, don't the emerging technology, because you have to use the solution, the prevailing solution, to solve prevailing matters, and we have to grow in that line. Another case study, AI in radiology, faster tumor detection and so on, enhanced accuracy, long nodules. AI highlights suspicious areas of radiologies, which by the grace of God, the Unimed, the teaching hospital here, the Ganifa OME, see many people coming from many places to come and check and see what the facilities that are here. We do not know what we have until we lose them, and we pray we will not lose the facilities which we have. But we are not yet there, because Nigeria will see those challenges as rounding up. The future of AI in healthcare, real-time monitoring, which we have to look into, predictive health, accelerated drug discovery, global healthcare, and how healthcare professionals can prepare. How healthcare professionals can prepare. Continuous learning, digital proficiency, interdisciplinary team, ethical advocacy. Why did I deploy AI? I have a child that is challenging. When given birth, he had several complications that had issues with neurons or some other thing, that he was diagnosed for dysgraphia. But we never knew that he has a dysgraphia. This boy will have difficulty in writing and whatever. Ask him questions, and in fact, on his account, I went to Ireland. I have to join parents with children having dysgraphia, children having autism. It's not an autistic child, but when you look at dysgraphia, dyslexia, and whatever, all those things, and you use medicine, we started from ADENEGAN Health Center to Christ Hospital to Diagnostics to Ondo, from Diagnostics to Ondo to OAUTH, from OAUTH to Babalola and whatever. We spent so much that when I got to Ireland, I met a professor who also told me that he has a dysgraphia, but that he told me how much. So I joined the Association of Parents with dysgraphia. I have many people from Canada, whatever, they will send facility things he will use and whatever. And I have to look at it. What other here? What can he do? So once he use AI speech to text. So instead of writing, speaking, whatever, he will just speak to the phone, speak to whatever, and be able to write. Somebody who has, so technology, you have to look at it. Otherwise, if I say, this boy, I see you, I will go and pray. Sorry, I'm not saying don't pray. Pray, tell your pastor, tell your imam to pray. But you have to look at issues and things, whatever, we have to look at, okay, what emerging technology can solve his situation. Today is preparing to write final exams. Challenges of implementing AI, data privacy, algorithm bias, regulatory orders, staff training, system integration, and part of those things too, light, we got here, we're running etasketa for network, for so many things and what have you. And the fear is that if we have a humanoid robot to perform an operation and there is no light or whatever, you can imagine what such things can be. Thank God for solar, but how many hospitals can afford that? How many hospitals can afford, yes, the data, whatever, all those things which you have, and these are prevailing challenges that our government have to use. I was telling my wife day before yesterday, thank you, Mr. PRO, I'm going to round up now. I was telling my wife yesterday, I said, please come back. You may have to, I won't mind, I will will you to federal government of Nigeria. If it is jumping, go and be jumping for Nigeria. If it is playing ball, I said, go and be playing ball for Nigeria. I said, if you are playing ball for Nigeria as a woman and you are 153 million richer than a professor, you have a flat richer than whatever. I said, for all these things. But of course, these things are good. But for those winning laureates for Nigerians, those teaching, those in the hospitals, those using their resources and whatever, not only those playing football or doing other things. We have to look at it, balance the equation. If A implies B and B implies C, it implies A implies C. We must carry everybody, and those are part of the challenges, that there will not be lopsidedness, there won't be this and that. Government will look inward and see that Unimed will be Unimed, standard anywhere, get anywhere, you'll be able to see and what have you. You can't imagine. I live very close to this place since 2011 that I've been here. I pay, myself and my wife have over 120,000 naira tax. We pay to Ayeda, sorry, I don't know that I mentioned Ayeda. We pay to the state. We don't have light. I am the neighbor of my house. I am the water corporation of my house. And everything of my house. And 120,000 plus of our money goes to the state everywhere, and I use solar. And if I want to work, do research and whatever, there must be on constant electricity or power and what have you. So these are areas, these are challenges, and we look at ethical consideration, patient consent, transparency, accountability, addressing disparities and what. We cannot talk so much about all these things today, but we look at this. How AI offers immense potential to revolutionize healthcare. It promises transformative advancement. Responsible adoption is key. Ethical consideration and patient safety must guide our integration. Let's embrace innovation. This ensures superior health outcomes for everyone. Thank you so very much for your kind attention. I want to appreciate you for listening. I want to thank the management. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank my co-director, Dr. Oladipo, for the support you have given to me to be here. Thank Dr. Akinkugbe and everyone. My students from Adeyemi College of Technology and our staff who are also here, the students of Unimed, thanks for listening. And those who are online, I want to appreciate you all. Professor Taiwo ADENEGAN, thank you, my twin brother. You have given me great support this morning while you called me, why I was coming to present. Thank you all. I must appreciate.
Wow. Please, let's give it to him one more time. The joy of the whole thing is that it's not going to be a monologue. It's actually going to be conversational. He has told us what AI is, what AI can do, and the highlight of the presentation for me as a person was that the speaker was able to link it to reality. He's a doer, not just a talker. The hexagon experience, and so many things that he showed to us. Shows somebody who is actually doing what he is preaching. Very pragmatic. And I love that. I wanted to use a word, one English word I learned from my son to describe your presentation. So I was trying to rehearse it, that with this thing not cut my tongue. I don't know how that boy pronounces the word. It's too long. It's too long. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, I think I'm getting it now. He just told me, Daddy, I want to teach you one word, one of the longest words in the dictionary. He said it's number 3 of the longest words. I said, well done. He kept on pronouncing it. I said, that's my money is working if you can pronounce that one. But simply awesome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dr. ADENEGAN has done justice to the topic. And I can tell you, when next we see, you will see what I will have done again with AI listening to you. Please, a round of applause for Dr. ADENEGAN. In the next 10 minutes or thereabouts, we are going to entertain questions. We'll take comments. And please feel free. Don't be shy. Speak out. This society must surely get better. And it is when we keep discussing like this, when we brainstorm, ideas will emanate. And it is ideas that rule the world. Questions, comments from anywhere. Who is going to bear the cat? Please raise your hand. For me, I don't tolerate afterthought when it comes to question and answer. Okay. Mr. Jude, number 1. Don't worry, don't rush. You are number 1. Dr. Kate, number 2. Dr. Oladipo, number 3. You are number 4. Please take note of your number. Any other person here? Nobody. Number 5. Any other person? Okay, then I go there. Number 6. Mr. Faliokulo, number 7. And the director will be number 8. Who is going to help me now circulate this? Any other person? Oh, sir, you are number 9. Number 9. Thank you. Number 1.
Good morning, members of the high table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I salute us all. My name is Jude Udechukwu, a staff of UNIMED, and currently a postgraduate student in the Faculty of Health, Law, and Humanities. Sir, the guest lecturer, I appreciate you, I appreciate your reflective lecture. I want to ask, from your lecture, it appears you are biased for AI in health management. And you know the risk involved in health management. A single mistake over a very short time could be very costly. Now, in the course of recursing to AI to get diagnosis for a given ailment, and it has given you the solution, and you go applying the solution, you, not a medical doctor, not a healthcare worker, you don't have much knowledge about medicine, about diagnosis and prognosis, and you went ahead to administer to yourself the medication or the diagnosis of the AI, and eventually there is problem. Perhaps you are in the house, you are not in the hospital, you are not anywhere close to health facility. How would you handle this situation? Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Kate Igbafe. My question is, at the end of the day, when AI is fully established in Nigeria, what then happens to our jobs? That is my question. What happens to our jobs?
Thank you so much. The first one by Doctor on if you go ahead and apply the what have you that AI has given to you. Like I have said, if you are not a medical doctor, this is just to that I use Genesia AI. One, I've been using BP drug since 2015, 2016. And so I know my state of health. I know all whatever. So I might not need to, on daily basis, go to the medical doctor. I do not use the drug. I won't say, hey, what drug? In fact, I told us, I said, what it will tell you, please see your doctor. But you have an idea. You are not a novice of whatsoever. That if you have this, you find out what could this be. I will not say, hey, give me paracetamol, give me Novogen, or it will tell you, in fact, it will ask you this, check or visit your doctor. But there are some other apps which, when used, I have a friend, he's based in the US, he's watching me now, and I think he's online with us, if possible. A medical doctor, but he's, in his own case, what he practices is telemedicine. So telemedicine, you will have some bookings or whatever, all those things. They will meet, just like robotic virtual assistants will tell you this and that, whatever. So what those ones for medical practitioners who use AI tools, they are better informed. When they get prescription, when they get data or get information, they can act. But when somebody who is not a medical practitioner or whatever, you are only just using such to enhance your information, just like I use an example of my twin brother. But if you are in a situation where such kind of things happen and now the thing turn otherwise, it's here in Nigeria that somebody, I told us, I said, on the account of my son, went to Ireland, and that I met a professor who boldly came to say he has a dysgraphia in Nigeria. Do you know, when I came back, I made bold to say my son has this special, and I've been able to attend to about 3 families who has similar things. But here, people will cover it up. Why I went, I also met a couple. In fact, at that time, they wanted my son to fly him to Poland. COVID-19 came in. The husband, they said, this is their area. They take care of children with dysgraphia, dyslexia, whatever, autism, and that is their own area of specialization. But here, Bambiala, Shiriabo, Bambiala. When they have special challenges and whatever, we take them to, I'm not mentioning any, I'm not saying the north, I'm not saying northern Nigeria. But those people who take them to go and beg for and do this, when they have special children, that let them go to the hospital and get whatever. And may I say this, there are many areas where people can make money. If you diversify to say, okay, telemedicine or whatever, somebody needs to start. My YouTube, if I will tell you the millions I have gotten through what I do on AI, it is not what YouTube pays me, but somebody somewhere will see a work and say this and that. So what you can do as a medical doctor, even as a student now, start something and you begin to see the tools are just there and whatever. Those ones that you pay for and those ones you have to get your knowledge and be able to. Now, Prof, job, we will not lose, well, we will say the fear of the unknown makes people not to embrace technology. We will lose our job, we will lose our job. But you will know, when you know this, you have the know-how. Even if anybody is going to lose the job, they say, this person is well endowed, knows this, knows that. So we will not, the fear of saying we will lose job, they will downsize and whatever, and will not embrace see the way I was disgraced. A first class holder got to UK. I don't know that I got to a room and I couldn't switch on light. I couldn't enter in the room, not knowing that the white card given to me is the key. I was looking for a bunch of key. So you can just imagine. So you just have to be well informed. Otherwise, you carry PhD, Prof. We carry in Nigeria. We carry PhD, LLM, MNM, NNM, NIM, RIP, SSS, MPT. Those, they mention that name and they begin to put all those qualifications, and a small boy somewhere will just say, what is, have you filled the Google form? Google. So it's just a thing. So we have to advance and move with emerging technologies. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. ADENEGAN. Let me commend SEDI for this lecture coming at this very particular time. It is very, very apt, and there is nothing we can do nowadays without artificial intelligence. Thank you very much, Profs, for bringing this. Dr. ADENEGAN, we cannot take anything less than this from you. Mine is not a question, but just to put some comments. Let me shock us the more that it has been predicted by 2030, according to World Economic Forum, there will be 92 jobs that will be displaced. 92 million jobs that will be displaced. But interestingly, 170 million jobs will be created. So the net gain is for those who have embraced artificial intelligence. The teaching of this lecture that we should take is that I should make myself relevant. You yourself should make yourself relevant so that you will be part of the net gain that will have your job secured in future. Thank God for what UNIMED is doing. I must commend the PRO unit, what they are doing there, using artificial intelligence to even cast their news. What are you using even to do your own in your little way? Nowadays, if you open any, if you want to look at any word in Google, it is AI that you will first see. When you have meetings on Zoom now, it will do the recording and it will also give you the minutes of the meeting. Now, secretaries are being displaced one way or the other, but a wise secretary will go and learn how these things are being used. And then we make sure that immediately his boss finish this meeting, download what AI has given, and then go over it and make it perfect. Meetings that you normally take 5 days to get reports, you make it immediate to your boss. If there is going to be any job displacement, that boss, will he sack that person? No, because you have made yourself relevant. Now, one thing we need to do, sir, at the end of this meeting, you will still go further. Today, there is no AI policy in UNIMED and across many institutions. We can start it in UNIMED. Our students are using AI for their assignments. Some lecturers will say, no, how are you using AI? Whether we like it or not, our students will use AI. Am I talking for you? Yes. Very good. So, the university must go a step further. How much acceptance of AI do we accept for our students? Let's make it a policy. Now, use AI, but don't just be a copycat. As you copy everything, you put it inside your lecturer's their assignment, and you even put that certainly there. Do you remember certainly? And even if AI does not even answer that question for you, and he's saying that you have not provided much information, you just copy it and put it for your lecturer. No. What we're saying, at the end of this meeting, sir, let us look at how we can formulate a policy. Now, our students, you are free to use up to 50% AI and maybe 60%. There are tools to detect if you are using more than it. So you'll be comfortable and you'll be able to reason more. As it has been said, even when AI is giving you everything, you still need to do your own part. It has been put there. Check whatever AI is giving you. And again, the federal government has even empowered, is giving us grace for capacity development. And by the grace of God, the 2023 Third Fund intervention of ICT, we are going to train about 63 staff on digital literacy. So please, our staff that are here, let us subscribe to that opportunity. And in the 2025 intervention, this will cut across to students. Please, students that are here, once that call is out, I would like you to make yourself one of the beneficiaries that will be trained on ICDL certification, so that you get yourself exposed, you get yourselves relevant, and then anywhere they are talking, you will just be there to know that your job is not at risk. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. All protocol duly observed. I am Mrs. Aswego Ijoma. Thank you, Dr. Kehinde, for your presentation. I'm overwhelmed and I'm happy to be part of this program. So my question goes first. In a situation where doctors are consulting with their patients with the AI, I've witnessed one patient angrily walked away. You see, imagine me talking to the doctor and he's looking at his phone. So I believe that he's shouting all my complaints to the internet or AI to give him treatment for me. Should that be me? So the patient walked away from us. So I have to pet the patient, trying to ask the doctor, did this really happen? But he was like, to cover up. So what can be done in such situation? Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ayobami Olojola. Thank you, sir, for the inspiring lecture. So my question goes as, what are the pathways that students like us can take to improve our knowledge on artificial intelligence or be groomed to be highly skilled in artificial intelligence? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, like I mentioned the other time, you have to be very, very careful. You have a patient, like I said, when my mom came and said, doctor, from my own side, I tried to say, mommy, getting data instead of writing whatever, this is what they are possibly doing, getting your record and put on the system so that when next, but that you have to be wise and be smart. The Android things that you have, like I've said, have your chart, use virtual box, so that you have, when you do copy and paste, all whatever you need, what you just have, and you are not using speech to text. Or if you are using speech to text, whatever, all what you have said, and you just click at a go, the thing will give to you. But you would have to be well grounded, well informed. It is not when a patient comes to you, you are just reading about headache in front of a student. It's highly disgusting. You are reading about BP. So that means you have to be ahead. I will tell my students, I say, I will look so stupid coming in front of the students to come and teach. Where in this age, where we have a youngest professor now, maybe at the age of 15, and I'm coming to say the youngest professor in the world now at age 23, when we already have 15, they will just look at me and say, this is still giving us a Mungo Park generation information. So we have to read and we say medicine students, when we were in the school, we always doff our cap because they read. Lazy people don't go into medicine. That is just the thing. So if you are not there, you are not there. So get well prepared, and then when on few occasions that you have to, then I want to beg with us, let us have what we call a teamwork. For example, I told you what happened to me. I have a child who have a challenge. I have to go online. I have to see. I have people in Canada. I have people in Poland. I have people in Highland. Linked up together. This is this. This is how they took care of their children. I recently encountered someone also in UK. Say, this is the challenge I have with my son, and I be so close to him and whatever. And my son is very happy. But initially, somebody who knows something, it will take him 3 hours to write just a page. He will have to wait. After school hours, mommy have to collect notes from students to write. You know what you know, but you have inability. It was on his own case that I know what is called dysgraphia, inability to write. You hold a pen. If he writes math, M-A-T, before the H, the thing is already faint, and the hands and whatever. I say it's neurological issue. I have to read. No more. I'm not in medical work. I have to know more now. Got in contact with people, parents, and got joined association. Not shy about it. So you as also doctors, collaborate with other doctors and senior. You cannot see professors like this. It is here. You have just MBBA, BCH, HCBH, whatever. You are carrying your shoulder. What about those who have more than whatever and have so many certifications? So please, Kula, say, sir, I have this problem, I have this. So you gain and learn from them and share experiences with others. Then pathways to excellence and improving yourself. There are courses you can do either online or in institutions. Your DICT there might be programs where even as students in ADENEGAN College of Technology now, we are starting a 3-month certificate program on artificial intelligence and machine learning, data analysis, content creation, digital content creation and digital marketing, software development, about 6 programs and whatever, 3 months just to acquire trainings and over the weekends. There are programs where either physically you can join. I just completed the VICBHE VIGBE 3-month course on cybersecurity for those in Unimed who joined that. It was organized by NUC, 3-month intensive for those of us who participated. Have to cybersecurity. I did a lot of courses or whatever. I would wake up, be joining those in India, in the night, those in China, working on whatever, just to advance myself. And like he mentioned, your job, it may not be that dentistry that may even put food on your table. What is putting food on my table beside mathematics? I want to tell you, not everybody, every person you see on the computer or on phone is a Yahoo boy. I'm a Yahoo man. My office is my system and whatever, and I don't joke with what you have. I don't need to open XYZ office and shop, and yet money, works will flow. So there are many works and whatever, you won't just need a little, just like a mic. You press the thing and the thing start bursting out and the money will flow around you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please a round of applause for him. I think we have 4 more left. Right? Number 6 now.
6.
Please let me hand over the microphone. And I must say this so that the guest speaker also will take note of that. He mentioned something, and the moment he mentioned it, I've assumed the role of a pastor because of that, so he must pay his tithe. Those millions coming from YouTube. Me, I'm going to take tithe before he leaves this hall.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank the guest lecturer for bringing something that I've always looked out for. I am a speech language pathologist. I work with children and adults, but most especially with the children. I have visions and thoughts of how to deliver the programs, the treatment programs that I plan, especially with children with attention deficit disorders. So at times I think of animation, I think of virtual reality to deliver my treatment programs. But my problem is I am not schooled in these areas. Is there a way, I don't have mathematics background, is there a way I can learn to deliver, to have animation programs and virtual reality to be able to deliver my treatment programs? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Number 7. Please, let's make it brief. Ask your question. If it's a comment, ask a comment.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bola Falekulo. Dr. ADENEGAN, when you were giving your lecture, you talked about doctors in prescription room or consulting room. I think I had the experience a couple of weeks ago. I needed to see a physician, and while I was sitting across the table, he was busy listening to me and also consulting on his phone. And my question is, in such cases, will AI not take away the competence of our physicians? In the good old days, we've had cases of Dr. Ben Kassim, who performed the first successful neurosurgery when AI was not here. So, but in these days where physicians will listen to patients, if at that day I was listening, I was watching him, it was obvious that he was using his phone to consult for me. And I had no choice because I was sick. So I had to listen to him. So will AI not take away the competence of our physician when everything they do now is AI? Thank you.
Number 8.
I think. Okay, 9.
Okay, Dr. ADENEGAN, it seems you drink AI, you sleep AI, and you eat AI. Thank you for that. Let me ask, how many of us have benefited from this lecture? Eyes? What about the naysayers? Any nays? The eyes have it. Okay. I'm not Akpabio. Yeah, thank you very much. I would like to inform the student that please take advantage of what you have. You don't seem to know what you have in this campus. The Center for Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation is a center for brainstorming and coming up with unique invention. I mentioned in my welcome address what we had in December, Innovation Day. 3 people won the prize, 500,000, 250,000, as just a seed money, startup money, given to them by the university. So please try and take advantage. And the third fund, in collaboration with NUC, is actually trying to drive us towards innovation, towards creativity. We are laying too much emphasis on paper qualification. It's not bad, but we need an additional thing. You should be able to do something. I'm a scientist, I'm a medical scientist, but I'm into editorial things. I write books. If you go on Google, Amazon, you see some of my books. I'm not a literary person, but I took up that challenge when I found myself isolated in Saudi Arabia for almost 20 years. I said, what else can I do? And I started writing books. So please, challenge yourself. Face the challenges of the current situation and improve yourself. Like he has rightly said, if you are not informed, you will be deformed. So let's take that on board. The question I have for the guest speaker is that we have been told time and again that in a matter of 5 to 10 years, we will have AI-driven aircraft. Please, would you like to fly in such an aircraft from Lagos to New York? Please be honest. Kindly be honest. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We take the last question/comment, number 9.
Akinkugbe, RO is my name. I join others to appreciate the guest speaker. And I'm coming from my membership of the Institute of Medical and Health Law. We know that in everything we do, everything is guided by law. So even in using AI, we are guided by law. I want the guest speaker to expatiate a little bit more on that, so that we know that when we are using AI, we must use AI responsibly. So that's my area of that I want the guest speaker to expatiate on. And at the same time, I want to equally charge our students to pay attention to what your lecturers are teaching you. Apply yourself to your studies, and the sky will be your springboard. I'm saying this from experience. My daughter graduated here. Is part of the first set of the physiotherapy students. Although initially she didn't get herself, maybe she played a lot upon the advice we give her to, but at a higher level, maybe part 3, she started discovering herself. She will always tell us that, assuming the effort I put in part 3, I put it in part 1, I would have been better than what I am. And even that as it may be, where she is working now is the pride of the university, because she applied herself to the studies, and where she had her intern, after the intern, they told her, please walk yourself back here, we want you to serve with us. She equally served there. Then they would have created a job for her there, but they couldn't. Where she's working now, we do not know who actually helped her to gain the employment. So let's apply ourselves, and it will pay us off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that's the last question. Okay, so we want to just talk about doctor who is a pathologist for children. You do not need much skills or to learn animation. I learned animation online through an Indian. It was an online course. It was an Indian man that was teaching, you know how Indians speaks their English, whatever. But I took time in the class and whatever. Do you know, man, on animation now, what I get through animation, working on animation, I won't tell you. So you can learn either through online or get places where physical places where you can learn. And of course, I am always busy, but however you can always chat me up. I can put you through from the scratch, and you will be able to get how to use animation for areas where you need for learning. Physician competence. Yes, thank you, Mr. Falikulo. He's a brother, he's a friend, Thank you for making this. He's a staff here and he has promised to be here. Sir, I have said it over and over, and I will keep begging that your competence as an individual, let it be, it is what you garbage in, garbage out, what you put into the effort. Somebody who is learning or getting information through AI, through whatever, will not be. An adage in Yoruba says, kò sẹ́ni mèdè àyàn bẹ́ ní mọ́pa lọ́wọ́, ẹni mọ́pa lọ́wọ́ báyìí ló mọ tọ́pa ń sọ. The person beating talking drum is the one who knows what is. If anybody hearing the reading will not say this is what he's saying. You must, that you want to use AI. There are times I ask AI a question on geometry and posted, and he gave me wrong answer. I said, sorry, this is wrong. This input. He said, AI replied and said, I'm sorry. Can you avail me the right whatever? And when you put, you say, oh, I'm sorry, I can see this one. You should now use whatever. So that means if you too, you are not well informed on what you need to do, and you just drop in there, and they will tell you that you must use Novagen to handle BP, or you must use so to take care of. So you too must be above board. Otherwise, it will erode what people just say, what's the need for me to go to hospitals? And I pity this young generation that they just want to do la crab, la pour, la forget. I want to thank Sedi for doing this and for bringing this up. I most sincerely appreciate you for this, and we know entrepreneurship is what we all need. Like I said, you diversify. If you do not diversify knowledge, you just stay, this is my area, this is this and whatever. You will not. So many works lie ahead, which you can always do. But if we get things right, I wouldn't mind to fly in an AI-driven cars, sir. Some years ago, when we were riding cars, we were using Bintu. As young as I was, I thought Bintu, Volkswagen, was the best car. I said, by God's grace, when I grow up, I will have a Volkswagen. But now, I detest Volkswagen. In fact, you can't even see Bintu. You can't see Bintu anymore. And it will get to a stage, if you are not educated, you may not be able to drive some cars. Am I making sense? Because it will have a reverse camera, it will have this, punch this one. Ṣé ìyá mi tó wà lọ́jà oko ló máa drive a vehicle that they say, okay, punch this one, whatsoever. So we are getting there, and once we get things right, it's only that here we are always afraid. You want to pay salary, let us go and go online. Everybody is afraid my money will be seized. I do not. Anytime I enter into the bank, they will say, doctor, I hope we are safe. Hope no problem, because it's long I've ever visited bank. Because I don't have any, I complain through bank. My wife just say, you always, if I have any complaint, I complain through the chat box and whatever, and I get results. I say, what's the need for me to go? But we ought to believe in the system and let our government also help in that system. It is then we're able to, if I have AI-driven fly, I will be one of those who will be possible to fly in that. And because I explore a lot. Lastly, using AI, you have to know the law. Our registrar is one of those who is going to take information technology law in the 3-month certificate. That you do this one, you put AI, you did, there was a day. Don't say, I did though. Use one big name. I develop and put his head. I put his head on another person's head. And I put another head on the head of an animal. I played it. When my wife saw it, said, Mama Gbele is on YouTube. I said, I'm not that. I am only trying to say that, can I do this? If you watch a video here, I was in Abuja, and I just did the video when we went for TED Fund. So I just released the video. Do you know, when they saw it, I was not the one, it was my AI that was I created it using AI and used DID Studio. And it gave the news of what many people say, this is the program that we had here, and is this one, and it was not me. I have 4 YouTube, different YouTube for different things. I have a YouTube, I'm not in my hometown, but I have a YouTube that runs news and did whatever. They will give news. I have somebody who is paid for that, get local news, but somebody who will dress like an Alaji on Friday that will deliver news, somebody who will dress like like a pastor, and it will give news and whatever. I have trained how to speak Yoruba, how to do this, how to do that. And with all this in the comfort of my house, I get something and I do a lot of work. So you have to be careful. Otherwise, you say freedom of speech. You use AI, and when you use, now YouTube, if you are creating content on YouTube, YouTube will tell you, if you have created this, indicate that this content is created using AI or not. If not, if I put Prof's image to speak And when he's not the one, and I am caught, I may end up in prison. So I may have to put it so this is not the original prof and whatever. If you do not put it in that your content you have created, if you are caught, the jail term, you may not hand it till I hear that you will hand his tenure until the next president, I'm not mentioning it, and another president. So we have to know and know this law and be properly guided. When you use AI, no matter what creation, whatever I do, I will put it whatsoever and say, this is it, this content, this video was created using AI. The tale of Hexagon City, if you watch it, you will see somebody speaking like Buhari there, but I say, this is not, but it's an AI created content, and yet I will pass the message. Thank you all for your understanding, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kehinde ADENEGAN. Please, let's put our hands together again for him. He has done a very good job. I want to believe the interactive section was even much better than the actual presentation. And you have demonstrated that truly you know your onions. Most people, it is only Q&A. You get to know how versatile they are, and that's what you have just displayed. We appreciate you sincerely. For the audience, I want to believe we have gained a lot. There's something I always tell people, that when you look at the word knowledge, you can break it into two. It has two components. There is know, and there's what? Edge. Meaning that it is what you know that gives you an edge in the society. And if you need more, you need to keep seeking. And I know something also is going to happen here tomorrow. For you to have an idea of what will happen here tomorrow so that you won't miss out, I want to respectfully call on the Dean of the faculty. In 60 seconds, he will give us a glimpse of what will happen tomorrow so that you'll be here.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier on in his presentation, Dr. ADENEGAN said, you cannot be a neurologist and say, I will have nothing to do with humanities. So I'd like to thank you, sir, for letting the whole world, and in particular UNIMED, know that we need a faculty of health law and humanities in this university, and it should be kept alive. Here is somebody, external person, coming to tell us the importance of humanities. Secondly, he talked about how his brother came so close to being the victim of a medication error. Am I right? This issue of error in healthcare is the subject of a lecture that I'll be giving here tomorrow. So I'm inviting all of you to come. We'll look at error in clinical practice, how they happen, why they happen, what we can do about them. So it's a shame that all the students have left, but I hope the message will get to them that this is something that everybody can benefit from. So you're all invited tomorrow. Thank you very much.
So tell someone to tell someone about what will happen here tomorrow. On that note, I want to call on Dr. Kate Igbafe to please give the vote of thanks for this event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this beautiful program, and I want to thank everybody here present. On behalf of the Center for Entrepreneurship, Development and Innovation, I want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor who made it possible for us to complete this program today. A special thanks goes to the former Vice Chancellor also, Professor Adolfo Loto, and the actor registrar, the director for SEDI, the Dean of Faculty of Health Law and Humanities. Also, I want to appreciate the guest speaker, Dr. ADENEGAN. He has exposed us to the logics of AI, the benefits and the challenges of AI. Also, I want to thank the Dean and directors who are present here, the coordinator, Unimed Library, and our special guests. Yes, I have thanked the special guests. We want to thank our special students. Though they are not here, they made the event very colorful and wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, whatever has a beginning must surely have an end. With that vote of thanks, we've come to the end of this program, and I want to enjoin us to please stand as we close it formally with the University of Medical Sciences anthem.